like God talks to Arjuna, right?
Right.
So it is Arjuna. But before Arjuna, can we talk about how Arjuna came into existence, mother of Arjuna, how the whole Pandavas and Kauravas came, and then why is this book important in terms of Arjuna being there, and then how exactly it started?
So based on what Paramahansa Yogananda wrote, and I think historically this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's the other well-known ISKCON founder, who's also known as a reincarnation of Krishna. So they both explain that the lineage starts from Ganga,
Yes,
and King Shantanu, right? And then, if my memory serves me right, Ganga had one son called Bhishma Pitama, right? And after that, her vow was that if she had a son, she would go back to where she had come from. Then Shantanu, I think, had another wife. From there, they had two sons. These two sons could not have an issue, right? They could not produce. So during Shantanu's time, Shantanu, I think, also had a child out of wedlock, which was Vedvyas. Right? So when these two children were not able to have children with their wives, Vedvyas had been requested at that time so that the lineage continues of the kingdom, to have one sons with each wife.
Understood.
So one son from one wife was Dhritarashtra, and the other son was Pandu. Now, Pandu was also had been given, I would say, a shrap or a curse that if he would ever have son through, to the normal way, then he would not survive.
Okay.
So when he had married Kunti, Kunti herself had been given, a boon whereby she was allowed to have 5 sons without, having
The normal process.
and she could have from any gods.
Any god.
So the first one, just to test out, she took from the sun god, and that was Karna. But because she was not married at that time and she was scared, she had to give him away. The 4 that were then left, the boons, she had Yudhishthir from the first one. The second one was Bhim. Third one was Arjun. And then Pandu requested for his second wife as well, so that she could have sons. So Kunti actually transferred the
one of the
vows, and then she had from the Ashwini twins. She had Nakul and Sahadev. So that's how the Pandavas came about. On the other side, Dhritarashtra married Gandhari, and I think she also had a boon that she would have, 100 children. Now, this is all related to, if you look at the Bhagavad Gita or the Mahabharata in the normal mythological written way.
Okay.
But this whole thing has an allegoric meaning.
Exactly.
Right. And Vedvyas in here is kind of not only the writer in it, but also the explainer of how creation has come about. So this Bhagavad Gita actually allegorically has been written as the battle within. So we always say that this is the Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra is actually from your third eye, which is Kuthastha Chaitanya, to all the way going down your cerebrospinal highway. This is where, if you practice the yoga of Dhyan, right, which will come later on to explain what are the different yogas.
Yes.
But if you go down the path of what Paramahansa Yogananda and Self-Realization Fellowship actually preached, then this is where this entire battle happens. And so Mahabharata has been written as an allegorical battle within yourself. So the Kauravas are taken as all the negative aspects of one's being, and the Pandavas are taken as the positive aspects of one's being. And the battle is between your positive and negative. Eventually, it is the positive that needs to overtake the negative and then basically merge into the original source.